어디서부터 담을 수 있을까? 벌어진 틈새를 채울 순 있을까? I don't know what to do. We've already spent too much time. 우린 이미 먼 길을 너에게로부터 가장 먼 내 마음이 또다시 철없이 널 향하지 않게 Far 잠을 헤매고 찾아왔던 네가 그렇게 반가울 수
Oh, Susanna, don't cry for me. We had some good years, so let me be. The world goes on. I sang my song. I gave my own true love for you to see. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry. Hold the tears back and dry your eyes. What's this life without a sweet goodbye? And though it's over, take this letter for when the nights grow colder. Dear friends and gentle hearts, the time has come to part. The jig is up now, so lay me down. So when the world gets dark, know I loved you from the start. Listen to the words I sang to you. The son of America, a Pennsylvania child. They say the day I was born was the 4th day of July. My mother's love and my father's pride. But the hard times would come again. Out on the Bowery was the very end. Dear friends and gentle hearts, the time has come to part. The jig is up now, so lay me down. So when the world gets dark, know I loved you from the start. Listen to the words I sang to you. Never been to Alabama, never seen Louisiana, never lived in old Kentucky. I ain't never been so lucky. Song about the Southland from a Yankee Doodle dandy man. That's America, America. disappear into the night. I take my time. Nothing matters when I'm in your arms. Slow the river goes. We rest our bodies on sticks and stones. In our cheap embrace, I watch our dirty tears fall. On your tights, I scare the lights in a starless night. Sun and moon reverse. I sit here and doubt and think on you. I hold back and I wait for something to change. But nothing can come from us, and in our